angry, Aussie, Aussie, angry, Aussie, angry.
All right, there we go. Ready for a Tuesday night, first stream of the week. I'm just experimenting here. I want to do that, I think. Yes. Just changing my skin tone slightly via lighting. Hello, Charlie. Well, I might start like I mean to carry on, namely have a cocktail. Maybe make a short video. Maybe delete the old files from these cameras. You're reading the poem in the vid description? Yes, the Vogon from Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. And hello, Soph. How are you? Okay. Yeah, so I watched that classic series when I were young and the ABC ran it. Hello, Madam Butterfly. Okay. There for now. Adding 20 more Sidney Poitier films to Plex. I'm intrigued by it. He seemed to make some blaxploitation films in the 70s. I was looking at his oeuvre. So if you had mac and cheese, I had pepperoni pizza. Nothing fancy, just supermarket pepperoni pizza, but it's pretty good. No complaints about the supermarket pepperoni pizza. Went down to $4. I get 2 meals out of it, so $2 a meal. That's pretty good. All right. Cheap whiskey clears. I'm gonna do a taste of some of the cheap whiskeys because they had more bottles of them, and they're so cheap, like $55 instead of $100. It's like I'll drink them eventually. Is it a good or bad idea to get more of them? All right. Let's get everything ready. Safa loves mac and cheese. I fucking love mac and cheese. Didn't get warm till the afternoon though. It was still quite cool in the morning. I'll be having some mac and cheese later in the week. Maybe get something from the supermarket to add to it, depending what's what. My mac and cheese. I haven't homemade mac and cheese for ages. I used to make cheese sauces all the time. But I got light and easy mac and cheese, which is really good. All right, gotta make this cocktail. Okay, let's get ready. Chill my glass. Oh, lovely ringing sound on that glass. Quality glassware that I have. Oh, shit. Okay. We shall chill that glass. Get the ingredients. Wait, where's my phone with the recipe of what I'm making? That Aldi mac and cheese. One with beef, one without. Yeah. Mine's just mac and cheese and some tomato chunks, but I often add something to it. Really depends on my mood and if I have something to add to it. We want green chartreuse. Okay. Green chartreuse. And I think I'm going to use my homemade lime. What is that? Ooh, that needs filtering. Okay, I might do that tomorrow. Dry gin. May as well go the Archie Rose for that. And the lime juice, which I've squeezed ahead of time. This has weird floaties, so I'm going to filter that and that. Ah, yes, the classic 22.5 mils. That's what I have the first one ready. Get ready. Okay. Yeah, that looks good. Alrighty. Get ready. Get ready. Alrighty. Chocolate more. There's a bear in there. And the chair as well. Right, let's move this across to here. Okay, put lids on things to avoid disaster. Particularly in chartreuse, one of my most expensive bottles. What else do I want to do? Thanks for the shaking encouragement, Arthur. Gotta shake it like a Polaroid picture. I wonder who started that thing about shaking Polaroid. Because you don't have to. I think the Polaroid company were kind of annoyed that people did it. Like, how the fuck are you doing that? A bit more. Is that ready? G'day cocktail lovers, this is a last word riff and I love playing with the last word template. You mix it up, something... G'day cocktail lovers, this is a last word riff and I love messing with the last word template. You just get a spirit, you get something herbal or bitter, you get a liqueur, you get a citrus, equal parts. Whatever you choose almost always works. Now, if my notes are correct, this is called the Emerta and was created by Coach Vino on the progress bar to show off his homemade limoncello. So I varied a little because I don't have a homemade limoncello, but I do have a homemade blood lime liqueur, certainly in the same ballpark. So let's see how this has come out. Oh, yeah. That's a good drop right there. I'll show you how to make it. In a shaker, put 3/4 of an ounce or 22.5 mils of dry gin, then 3/4 of an ounce or 22.5 mils of green chartreuse, then 3/4 of an ounce or 22.5 mils of limoncello or a similar liqueur, and finally 3/4 of an ounce or 22.5 mils of lime juice. Add ice to the shaker, shake that good and hard for 10 to 15 seconds to chill and dilute the drink. Then I'm straining that into a chilled Nick and Nora glass. This comes together really well like last word riffs usually do. All the elements playing their part. There's a nice sharp edge from the dry gin, the lime juice and the liqueur working well together, and the herbal elements from the chartreuse give another contrasting note in there, making it a very interesting cocktail. I recommend you try an Emerta. Cheers. I think Omerta is a mafia reference. It's their code of silence. The idea that you don't rat someone out if you get caught. Which none of them fucking adhere to. The idea that murderous, extorting thugs have honor is ridiculous. Oh, okay, sitting down to chat now. Oh, Charlie, I have seen a few people clipping Tim Pool be a little bitch and run out having a hissy fit from the Jubilee thing. Again, not a huge fan of Jubilee. I think it's overall destructive and exploitative. And but the fact that Tim Pool couldn't handle it and bitched out is just fucking hilarious. My favorite YouTuber streamer. Who are you talking about, Hassan? Or do you not know me? I was about to say I have no idea who you're talking about, but I'm going to take a guess that you're in the right ballpark. And you're talking about Hassan. Stab. Yeah, well, political media in the US have gotten obsessed with him in the last couple of months, largely because of the success and raised profile of the Democratic Socialists of America. Right. I'm going to try it. This is only a 500ml bottle, but it's like $55 for an independent Australian single malt. That's pretty good. It says 2010. I don't know if that means this was bottled in 2010 or the distillery started in 2010. It's called The Characters. They're probably not showing up very well there, but there's some cute little caricatures on the side here of the four main people from the distillery. I am aware of the show, Safra. I know it's got one of the guys from The Chaser on it and someone else. But yes, it's a bit wacky how obsessive the political circles in the US have gotten with Hassan. And it's just like their takes range from bad faith bullshitting just to being really stupid. It's quite weird to me how straight up stupid American political figures and media figures can be, like just like shamelessly fucking stupid. Man, it's got a really tart edge with my lime liqueur and lime juice. I feel like tart. Yes, I did see that Trump's press secretary's quitting. Again, speaking of shameless, I mean, I feel like Trump's going to miss her because she would just repeatedly and shamelessly lie from her little podium in the White House. It's just like, wow, you will just unblinkingly be the Trump soldier and spout absolute shit, utterly disconnected from reality. Quite bizarre to see the forcefulness with which some people can lie. I've seen some very funny interviews recently with Republicans, even like on Fox News, being given fairly softball questions, but at least slightly probing. It's not always softball even, but, and just these Republicans being completely unable to deal with it, like being given simple yes, no questions and then just waffling. And it's, my God. And yeah, just never answering the actual question they're given. It's not like it's limited to any one side of politics. I did see one of the senior Democrats when it's just like, all these people winning are running on Medicare for all. Would you vote for or against it? And he wouldn't answer the question and just waffled on about this, that, or the, like he wouldn't say, his answer's no, I won't. But he wouldn't just say it. He gave these really waffly answers. It's just like, motherfucker, you are why people hate politicians. Oh, yes. Fox is super obsessed with Hassan. It's quite funny to see. Hello, Hannah. How are you? They're all they're all a bunch of freaks on Fox, all in their own different. But there's that one lady, I don't remember any of their names. There's that one black lady she's had cosmetic surgery or too much Botox. Her skin's just pulled tight, and like she legit looks like an early stage zombie on The Walking Dead. It's just like utterly expressionless face, and it's like it's all being pulled back. And of course, she says all the crazy Fox shit, so that doesn't help. Oh my God. You've been winding yarn, Hannah, so your right arm feels like the right arm of a 14-year-old boy left home alone for the first time with unrestricted internet access. I'm picking up what you're laying down, is what I'm saying, Hannah. That almost sounds like a metaphor for something as well. I've been winding yarn. Charlie, the thing that cracks me up about Fox and the other outlets about communism, and they actually seem legitimately unaware of they're actually doing a fairly good marketing job for the DSA when they just say, oh, they want this and they want this. And you're like, yeah, okay, that's all pretty good. And you satisfying winding it all. Clacky clacky of the winder, satisfying cake shapes of the yarn, annoyingly easier to use. So it's worth it, even though you do all the work. It's worth all the work. You're so mad you went a decade convincing yourself you didn't need one, and it really does help. Oh, well, there you go. So if you want the breathalyzer, it should be very close to 0. Had a couple of sips of that. On. Oh, the 13th time I've used it. Did I keep the instructions? Kind of like, I think it said after 1,000 times you're supposed to recalibrate it. Don't know if it just stops working. Oh yeah, that's it. See, 3 minutes to wind an entire ball of yarn. Better than having to unwind a whole bunch of yarn to use it. 0.06. I think this has gone out of whack already. There's no way on 0.06. That's 3 standard drinks. I've had less than 1 standard drink at the moment. No, I'm not talking about Janine Pirro. She's, what, Italian background? Look, let me see if I can find who I'm talking about. Is it Harris Faulkner? See if I can get it on YouTube. Jesus, fuck you, Microsoft, honestly. Let me go with this. Oh, look, okay. I'm not even going to put audio on, but I'll just share. She's ranting about Hassan here. Wait, where is she? Where is she? It's other people. So look at it, her absolutely expressionless face. It's like her face has been sanded and buffed as just as cosmetic surgery. But I don't know, she doesn't look human. I want justice. What's this? Oh god, they're on their fucking insane Fauci shit. Oh my god. Just trying to get a full screen of no, okay, well, forget that. But anyway, very over cosmeticized. She's got face pulls on, sticky tabs on the side of the face, the string. Wow. Use them on people when you're a makeup artist. I'm learning something. Like, I literally thought she looked like her face was being pulled back. And so that's an actual thing, Hannah. Meant to wait 15 minutes between. Oh, yeah, you're right, Charlie. I've probably got alcohol in my mouth. We'll give it a break. Yes. Actually, speaking of YouTube and sharing, I'll give myself a little break and where are we? A preview of this week's longer form video that I went a bit over the top with the clips on it. All right, I'll play you this. So Earthworm Eudora and I talking about they're so scared in the US. Their attempted character assassination making unknowns become known. Yeah, Piker and Mamdani got the profile because of the weird scare tactics. Okay, let's enjoy this video. Just structure this one. I will go full screen because it's mine and I'm not gonna content claim on myself. Let's see how this goes. G'day, cocktail lovers. In my endless quest to come up with different cocktails to do for this channel, I was flipping through a couple of websites that had recipes, and I saw one that caught my eye. It was an old-fashioned variation, old-fashioned, king of cocktails.
This is the Holy Grail.
This one was a split of tequila, mezcal, and Tennessee whiskey. I thought that sounded very interesting. I'd never particularly tried that. I thought, why not take it one step further, make each of the spirits Mexican? I don't have any Mexican whiskey, but I do have some Mexican rum, so I thought, that's what I'm going to do. Because I've changed the recipe, that means I get to name this version of the cocktail. Them's the rules.
Rules. Without them, we live with the animals.
With all the key ingredients coming from Mexico, it's tempting to go with something that's cheesy or condescending, but you might be pleased to know I'm conscientiously resisting calling it the Three Amigos. Given it's an old-fashioned, I decided to look up what would that be in Spanish, and old-fashioned translates to anticuado. So that's what I'm calling this cocktail, the anticuado. First up with the ingredients is añejo or aged tequila. There's also mezcal, which the bottle says is artisanal, so it must be good, right? And I'm also including this rather smooth 15-year aged rum. These ingredients have a few things in common beyond the fact they're all from Mexico. They're all kinda upmarket, and also I got them because they were on huge specials, like a third to half off the regular price, and I couldn't resist. Like a lot of people, when they see what I've got in the bar, they go, I think there's a drinking problem here.
It was at that moment that I first realized Elaine had doubts about our relationship. And that, as much as anything else, led to my drinking problem.
With me, it's more of an issue that I can't resist a bargain. So it becomes at least as much a shopping problem as a drinking problem. Besides, talk to a doctor. They'll tell you they have no concerns about my level of drinking.
Wrong, 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 wrong. Wrong, 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 wrong.
But let's not worry about experts and their evidence-based opinions. Let's just get on and make the cocktail. In a mixing glass, add 1 ounce or 30 mils of añejo tequila, then half an ounce or 15 mils of mezcal, then half an ounce or 15 mils of Mexican rum or maybe whiskey, then 1 dash of aromatic bitters, and 10 mils or a third of an ounce of agave nectar. Add ice to the glass, stir that for 20 to 25 seconds to chill and dilute the drink, and I'm straining that into a rocks glass over a big chunk of sexy clear ice and garnishing it with a twist of orange peel. Here's something you and I get to do together. Look at how I react to tasting this, because I didn't even do a test run of this. I just had the idea for making it. I went, hell yes, that's a video. Let's dive in. Who dares wins. Give it a taste. That's got everything I want in an old fashioned. It's smooth, it's boozy, there's the right amount of sweetness, and I really do like mezcal in cocktails. Just that earthy smokiness, and it's just a hint because it's a supporting player in this one. I have no doubt that I've come up with another drink that I like, and if you like tequila drinks, mezcal, if you like old fashions, I think you'll like this as well. Give it a go. It's called, or I call it, an antiquado. Cheers. Alrighty, there's that one. And also, I do like your idea, Charlie, of the trailer for the movie of the week. And also, what did you mean by a hard cut? And I haven't done 2 cameras in a little while. Maybe I'll do 2 cameras this week. Where are we on Discord? Holy Grail was a bit too loud in the head villain for me. And Charlie, what did you mean by a hard cut? It was very loud, was it? Okay, I adjusted it. Oh, well, I can fix that. This is one of the reasons I show them on here. And I still don't know what you meant by a hard cut about the flying high one. What does that phrase mean? Still don't know what you mean. Tricky cut, hard cut. Is that good, bad, or indifferent? I guess that's my question. Are you saying that's good, bad, or indifferent? By hard, do you mean difficult? And do you mean difficult and I pulled it off? I'm genuinely just trying to understand what you mean. So Hannah, before I show you a blanket, Hannah. Oh, right. Okay. It's difficult. Okay. Before I show you a blanket, Hannah, I'm going to show this video. Oh God, what's this doing? Okay, it's being weird. Fucking, this laptop gets confused when I do things in here, but let's just go with this. Okay,
Thanks, Angry.
I do it to say with love style. I go, if you want to watch a movie with us, we're off to a start. Movie of the week with blood. These are just getting worse. Oh, I didn't turn my mic back on. Okay. Now I just want to get Hannah's project. Where are we? Ooh, okay. So here we go. Do. Nice wavy pattern. Going to be a blankie. Looks good. Oof, so a 40-hour project that you've restarted 3 times. Single row takes 18 minutes to crochet. Damn. Well, you know, as you say, obsession projects, you just do them. No, so I try and fix that Holy Grail clip because I have time, even though I uploaded it. It's on secret. And I can fix it and re-upload. So it's going to be a 35 centimeter. I was 35 centimeters tall right now. And that's taken 6.5 hours. Damn, so it's going to be a big blankie then. Yeah, no, thank you both Charlie and Safa for the feedback because I can fix that. Going to be 180 centimeters. Dang. Just going for it. I love it, Hannah. A single bed crochet blankie. Nice. This To Sew with Love vid took you around 15 hours for a 30-minute video. Nice. Well, you put a lot of work into them, honestly. That video is only about just over 3 minutes long, the one I played. That took me an hour or two. And he made a lap blanket for granddad the other week. Promised to make one for his bed. The only issue is you have to have it done before Mother's next work trip to him in WA. Working to a deadline on an obsession project. That's the proper neurospicy attitude, Hannah. Oh, what the shit? Sorry. Laptop's annoying me. There we go. I've got things set up how I want them now. Oh, wait. Okay. I let that go for a while. And I had some water. I'll have a bit more water. Let's see if it gives a truer reading now. 14th time. And it's doing its countdown. Who needs wrists? Oh, so it's 4 weeks things for your mum. So you got to either have it in 3 weeks or 7 weeks. To force yourself to do it, you're going to put it off until the week she's going. But that's interesting, Charlie, the shift on from the 30 disc vid to the video, a movie of the week. We're changing. Okay, what's it going to say this time? What's it going to say? See, 0.02. This is right. I needed to wait. I clearly had alcohol in my mouth. And I rinsed a couple times with water. 0.02 would be accurate. Excellent point, Charlie. I have to remember to not blow in it just after I've had alcohol in my mouth. I often, speaking about editing videos, I often watch YouTube videos of people who are very proficient editors. And there's one guy I watched this week. I'd never seen him before, but he seemed very switched on. And but yeah, he was describing his method of doing a rough cut and then adding in. I was thinking, oh, I think your editing software just works differently to mine, or you're doing bigger, more complex projects than me. But it might work for you, Charlie. I'll try and find it and share it with you. Safa, by definition, water dilutes alcohol. That's literally what dilution is. So, honey, you've met your granddad only twice in your life, but he got a lap blanket. He's been showing it off in the nursing home. It says his granddaughter in Queensland made it. Nice, that's really sweet. Got to make him something else, of course. Well, besides a newly made clarified drink that I hadn't tried, it was really good. It's a whiskey base one. I had creme de cacao. It's nice. It's like a clarified old-fashioned. But I'm going to try this one. So this one from Corowa in New South Wales. Not that far from Dubbo, really. Aged in ex wine barrels. Single malt for $55 instead of $95. Oh, yes. Super Baby 2-year birthday party for the end of next month. Hell yes. So, Charlie, if you're making an edit solo, 2 weeks per vid to do it properly, that way you have time for inspiration to try it out. Yeah, I tend to rush. The old Strictly Sega show was 2 weeks per vid, and your editing was on top of its game. Nice. Safra, Corowa is a couple of hours away from Dubbo. Yes. Don't think I had much call to go to Corowa, actually. I have been there. He is. He's our stream baby. Definitely. Take this sticky label off. Oh, there we go. So I'm going to see. There's that I got for close enough to half price at Dan's, and 100 proof bourbon. Just ridiculously cheap. Like $55 instead of $95 to $100. And on the one level, I feel guilty, like I got lots of bottles, but I thought, it's whiskey. I'm going to drink it eventually, and it's so fucking cheap for what it is. Should I get another bottle of it? Like the friggin' Black Flank. I ended up ultimately getting 3 bottles of it because it had gone down from $100 to $50. And it's pretty good. Right, so yeah, I did green screen badly. You're pretending to be in a car going full clip, flying down the street, filming yourself when there's 4 of you on screen, all that kind of stuff. I went as far as having two of me on screen. Did them for the cocktail channel for a while, but they were a bit of work and I wasn't really getting return on them. So I was like, okay, I stuck with this for a few months and it didn't become a big thing. So I'm going to just make it easier on myself. I did a couple versions of it. I don't know if you were working with other people, Charlie, but doing it on my own, I find challenging. Like it would be good to have had like a director / producer. You did an animated Sega Mega Drive 2, named it Tommy, and was obsessed with pinball video games. Of course, because its name's Tommy. That makes perfect sense. I didn't go in, Safa. There's a lot of people in on Monday. I felt a bit sick, as felt like a tummy bug, which if I'm just dropping the filter, it's like, geez, I was shitting a lot and I felt really off. And so I went home at lunchtime and as a precaution, didn't go in today. Oh, God, I saw that thing today, Pauline Hanson saying she's going to cut the price of cigarettes. Like, God, she's a piece of shit. She's fucking garbage. Tells you to get $80 a month from YouTube. Spend it on beer, have lads over, get pissed, film over the weekend, spend 2 weeks putting a throw together. Nice. Yeah, no, I think it was just a thing. I didn't eat anything that was off Safa. It's just one of those things. I just wasn't feeling great. But it never, I was worried I was going to get quite sick, but that didn't happen. So I don't know, it's just one of those things, you know, just some days you feel a bit ugh. So I never got really sick, but I just felt a bit off. So I went home. I kept working from home, but I just wanted to be home rather. Yeah, mini hangover, maybe. That would actually make more sense than eating something that was off, because I certainly didn't. But it is what it is. All right, I'm going to do a little whiskey taste off these two super marked down bottles that Dan's had multiple bottles of. There's this one. You know what, this Ezra Brooks one makes a good old fashioned. All right, splash this in. Oh, it's a screw top. That's not that common. Right, that's much darker, aged in red wine barrels, whereas bourbon in new oak, so it's lighter. Okay, so this is the bourbon. It's lighter because it's aged in new oak, and this is the Australian single malt from Corowa, darker because it was aged in red wine barrels, ex-red wine barrels. Hey, Fallen Dreams, how are you? I'm doing fine, thank you. Charlie, so you had fun doing the show, but the slow progress of putting it out didn't help. Started getting bigger, you had a daughter, decided you wanted to spend more time with her. Yeah. I never went for high production values with my stuff. It was just, I'd have just ideas and I'd just go and do them. Yes, Safa, I think that sentence has let you down. Are the new gambling piss? I have no idea what that's supposed to mean. Oh, yeah, that smells like an Australian single malt, aged in wine barrels. Charlie, you love the editing process. Oh, I'm just going for granted that Labor's gambling laws were going to be shit. Because basically, there should be zero gambling advertising. It's despicable. It's like raisins. Dark red fruit. Like, doesn't really smell like red wine, but I guess that's where that aroma is coming from. Ooh, it's like caramel and fruity. It's pretty freaking good. Do you reckon it wasn't a choice? You were so into the editing, it's just jokes and humor from the vid, and you edit and blow it up like a balloon. Opt in for blocking gambling ads seems very strange. Yeah. Oh, no. There should be no gambling advertising. It's fucking evil. All right, so that's a very mellow single malt. Wait, what's the ABV on that? I didn't even check. What have they bottled this at? Oh, it's in tiny little letters in low contrast. And the light's not very bright in here, so my old eyes need a bit more light. 46%, okay. 46%, so that's got a bit higher than average. So that's 92 proof, and this one's 99 proof. 49.5% ABV. This is a much sharper aroma than the Australian one. It's kind of like spicy honey, almost a little bit herbal. Like you've got a really exotic honey that's got a really particular taste. Oh God, I think there's an angry pigeon just outside my door. No, it's not right outside. Could just hear angry pigeon noises. Ah, she's doing it again. I closed the door. So I want to see how far away she is. Hang on a sec. I'm just gonna halfway up the hall. Started walking away when I looked up there. Weird bloody pigeon. It's very weird living in a pigeon house, honestly. And the outside pigeons just keep having sex while I'm trying to work, and they're just the other side of the glass door. It's quite off-putting. Pigeons having sex while you're working. Okay. Let's do a blend of those old-fashioned. Where's my sugar syrup? Well, I'm making some more syrup because I don't have much left. I'd rather not run out. How do you think someone taking you from crayons to perfume? Well, that's pretty good. It's a good amount of whiskey for an old-fashioned. Let's get this happening. Oh, and I just remembered I got an old-fashioned in the barrel. Might decant that on party night. Get pissed, yo. Let's just roll on. And on and on and on and on. Beth Wombat, your daughter had a cat vaccinated. Gave him to the vet. You're the one being ignored. The cat just wants to hold a human responsible for being taken to the vet and being vaccinated. Cats are like that. No, I'm not getting pissed, Safa. Having the drinky. Well, when I say not getting pissed, I dare say by the end of the night, the breathalyzer will return an accurate don't drive rating. But I don't need that much convincing because I'm not going to drive anywhere anyway. But also, I like to think I'm responsible, and if I have been drinking, I'm not the type, I'm fine to drive. I'm like, I am not fine to drive. Oh, that's a good old-fashioned. Holy shit, those two together make a good old-fashioned. That Ezra Brooks is good in cocktails. I can get another bottle of that for $50 and another bottle of the Corowa for $50. And I'm just torn. It's like I got, too many bottles, but it's leaving money on the table. Like, that's cheaper than cheap whiskey. And that's good, not cheap whiskey. And the prices are selling for it. It's cheaper than cheap whiskey. Like, it's cheaper than Jim Beam. So it's like, on the one hand, I'm going like, it actually makes sense to get extra bottles of it. I don't know. I just think it's funny how little Scotch and Irish whiskey I have. There's mostly Australian, and more recently I've really expanded the number of bourbons I have. Most people, when they think of whiskies, tend to think of Scotch or whatever. Oh my God, that's really fucking nice. Damn, Daniels. Back in the white vans. Oh, that is tasty. Actually, because I'm making the syrup, I was thinking maybe I should make another infusion, do some more. Actually, maybe that's my excuse for buying another bottle. I make some more spiced apple whiskey. So I sent them both to you, Charlie, which I think you preferred the brandy, the spiced brandy over the spiced whiskey. I mean, I like them both. Hey, Heine, how you doing? I'm thinking, what have I got up there at the moment? I've got Biscoff flavored whiskey. I've got tonka bean infused whiskey. I think I drank all the spiced stuff. So that's a good excuse. Juice more. Charlie, you like the brandy? Oh, yeah. But it wasn't... I got a notification after I came home on Monday that there was something in the post office box. It's probably just some bullshit generic stuff because friggin' Toby, Celtic King, signed me up to so many mailing lists. Oh, that's really fucking good, though. I haven't had any really good brandy bargains recently. There's some decent, inexpensive Australian brandies, and that's what I made the spiced brandy with, an Australian brandy from South Australia. Wait a second, what are all the weird... Okay, I'm going to look at the weird bottles. What do I have here? Okay. So that's the barrel-aged quadrant cocktail. What's this one? Oh, yeah, that's the Bicky, barrel-aged. The Upshot whiskey that I barrel-aged. That's my Infinity whiskey. What's this? Oh, yeah, that's basically the barrel-aged apple brandy. That's the Infinity rum. Wait, what's this? Oh, I've still got some spiced brandy. Oh, no, I think that's Biscoff brandy. That's Biscoff brandy. Biscoff whiskey, Biscoff brandy. Still got my peated spirit that I barrel aged. It was new make when I got it. I don't know. Got all this extra whiskey. Maybe I will do some spiced apple whiskey. Yes, thank you, Safa, for stepping in to say sexy shirt because Toby's not here. Safa, like legit, if I have rows of stuff on the top shelf, I do need a step ladder. We have a step ladder. I don't keep it in here because I'll trip over it. But yeah, no, I have a stepladder if I really build up stuff. I'd really thin things out, but I just got so many bargains. Like I've got extra bottles of tequila and mezcal because there was really sort of upmarket stuff that was way marked down. Again, when I see specials that are, you know, from a third to a half off, I find them very difficult to resist. Like I recently got yet another. It was Espolon, a 1 liter bottle for $70. Like the 700ml bottles are normally $70. So, God, I saw it again. I thought, oh no, I don't need to get another one. I don't drink that much tequila. Although maybe I'm thinking of things to barrel age. That tequila cocktail I made recently was a fucking solid 9 out of 10. It was really good. So, and that was a Death & Co recipe. Of course, Death & Co recipes are good. Might get the book out again on Friday night, or maybe even before Friday night. Come up with another one that sounds really good and try it out and see, is it book worthy? So yeah, Charlie, the Bicky was the Ned's whiskey liqueur meant to taste like Anzac biscuits, but I did actually blend it with another whiskey and then barrel age it. I don't even remember what the other whiskey was, but I wanted to beef it up a bit, so I think it was with a stronger whiskey. No, there's no rain on the roof. And you're damn right this laptop wouldn't play Red Dead 2. I would probably kill this laptop if I tried to play Red Dead on it. What's the Bureau saying about the weather? Today was meant to have been 20. They are saying it might rain. Just the smallest amount, though. What are they saying tomorrow? Oh, maybe up to 5 millimeters. Okay. 17, then 18, then 16. Then 17. Okay, so it's staying mild. Might be a reasonably nice weekend. 17. All right, so yes, today was supposed to... Wait, did it actually happen? I don't know if it actually... See more about today. I don't know if it actually got to 20 today, because it felt quite cool when I went outside. Ah, yes, tomorrow, movie of the week, where we talk about To Sir With Love. And we have a professional woman on the review team, so it's not all blokey bloke. But you know, someone who fried a laptop when she plugged in a vibrator to charge. Oh my God. Yes. So, and a whole Laserdisc on Thursdays, which is just me and Charlie. Oh yeah, no, this one was just for, this is streaming and it works really well for streaming. Yes, there's Dr. Abigail, professional woman. Because we needed, we were distinctly lacking a woman in our movie of the week review. And I hope you enjoyed that first one, because I think you did really well, Dr. Abigail. It was nice having you in there. Now we just need someone who's not white. Be super PC. Of that, you've got the 30 disc one streamlined. Put them both up and start hammering through them, doing the trims, etc. Charlie, like, remind me on Discord tomorrow. I'm going to see if I can find this editing one, because I'm just going to send it to you to see if it's useful to you. It wasn't particularly useful to me with my editing software and the way I make videos, but I had the feeling it might help you. So if you remember, remind me like on Discord tomorrow to try and find it, or maybe I'll remember on my own and try and find it, because it might be useful for you. Yes, Safa, I was a good boy and sent the audio files before I went to bed on Sunday night. So, yes, Safa, the first day that hits 20 Celsius is quite the milestone. Next month, we'll definitely hit 25. I was talking about this with Mrs. Angry. Last year or the year before, we went away the weekend of the grand final, which is the end of September. And it was fucking hot, like well over 30. We went out on the Mornington Peninsula. We got this spot we like where there's a few distilleries, and we walked to a couple of them, and it was way fucking hot to be walking. Way over 30. So I'm being conservative when I say it'll hit 25 next month. There is a way better than average chance it'll cross 30 next month. And holy shit, all the predictions for El Nino for us this summer look fucking brutal. Like, all the weather people were being cautious, conservative. They're saying we're definitely getting an El Nino, but an El Nino doesn't mean by definition you're going to get super hot weather. It just means that statistically you're more likely to get hot weather. But in the last month, all the media articles have been like, oh no, you're getting a super El Nino and it's going to be fucked. Like all those extreme fires that were happening in Europe and North America, that's not what they usually get. And go, well, that is what we usually get. So what the fuck are we going to get this summer? And they're all leaning towards like, it's going to be super fucked. Not looking forward to it. Okay, for me, it's just hot weather, and maybe I can smell the smoke from the bushfires, but, I can cool down. When I say super fucked, I'm worried about the people who are at high risk, because it just seems like it's going to be bad. So after the Sunday night stream, you watched the whole season 2 of Nirvana, the band, the show. Okay, I haven't watched any of the show. I watched Nirvana, the band, the movie, which was quite entertaining. Because it really blurred the lines of what did they actually really do and what was the movie. It's quite trippy to watch, honestly. Yes, so for England and a lot of Europe and North America are getting droughts that they don't normally do. We always get droughts, so what the fuck. Okay, Charlie, so you reckon the movie was an introduction to the show? Okay, I might watch some of it. We'll see if I'm at Ellie's end, because I was trying to decide what to watch this weekend. So Charlie said every episode of the show is like a tribute. All right, so there's a theme. Every episode's like referencing a show or a movie or a video game. Okay. Those guys were pretty creative, honestly. I had a lot of time for them. Is because the movie is mostly about Back to the Future and how they have an adventure that's influenced by Back to the Future. But yeah, you see what they do. Very creative. Well, I do like creative. Oh God, you know what I found recently? A couple of times now, Charlie, I've tried to watch animated shows you've added and it just won't fucking play. I think there's a second season of the reboot of King of the Hill, which I tried to watch and wouldn't play for me. And it's just so surreal, that temperamental thing the various apps do. I don't know, maybe I could do it on my phone and cast it to the TV, or on my PC and cast it to the TV. That could work. But yeah, it's such funny, flaky stuff. Mrs. Angry and I have actually been watching stuff on Prime, which you probably have on your Plex. It's like, because I still have Prime, so I was going to watch it. We finished Ride or Die, an action comedy. It's more action, but a little bit comedy action. The tall woman from Ted Lasso is having a late career renaissance thanks to Ted Lasso. It's a fun, entertaining, silly action thing. We quite enjoyed that, and we just started watching season 2 of The Agency, a spy show about the CIA office in London. Michael Fassbender's the lead, but it's got a really good cast. Jeffrey Wright, Richard Gere's in it. He's in charge of the CIA office. Good cast, good story. It's I love spy shows that make you go like, yeah, being a spy would be shit. It would just fuck with you. Like James Bond is like, ooh, being a spy is cool. But I've seen a few really cool spy shows that it's just like, being a spy would be fucked. It would just fuck with your head so badly. Oh, and Safa, I'm definitely going to watch Mobland. I really enjoyed season 1. But it's not Mrs. Angry's thing. So I'll probably like watch it in my lunch hour when I'm working from home. I've got a few things I watch in my lunch hour when I'm working from home. Mrs. Angry's not into House of the Dragon, The Westies, now Mobland if it's back. Yeah, Fassbender's the lead in Agency. It's really quite good. Like putting good twists in it without seeming really contrived. Like, ooh, you thought that was happening, but this is happening. So, but none of them seemed outrageous. Like when a twist is revealed, I thought they might do that. I wasn't sure because it's well written enough that it's not super predictable or anything, but it's like, oh yeah, Lioness. We'll probably watch Lioness as well because we watched the first 2 seasons. But every now and then there's, oh God, that guy who makes all those shows, you know, fucking Yellowstone and all that, he puts his hyper conservative politics in it. But on one level, he's like really crafty and whatnot. Because you look at Lioness in particular, they have female leads, non-white female leads, queer characters. And it's like, oh, a conservative wouldn't put female leads or non-white leads or queer leads in these shows. Ooh, edgy. You think he's saying, but then he just randomly injects his fucking culture war politics into it. And it's really fucking weird. But yeah, we watched 2 seasons of Lioness, so we'll will at least start season 3. And yeah, that dude needs an editor. He needs someone stopping him from stuff. Oh yeah, I'm gonna watch Lanterns too. I don't think that's Mrs. Angry's thing, Charlie. Lanterns. So that's another one I'll probably watch in my lunch hour or whatever. Because I've watched the trailers for Lanterns, and it looks really good. I might even there's another Marvel show coming out, Vision Quest, I think it's called, which they're saying is the third in a trilogy. The first was WandaVision, which I thought was really good and interesting and creative. And then there was a spin-off about witches called Agatha All Along, which I didn't watch, but I maybe will because it's maybe worth it. And they're saying like Vision Quest is the third part of a trilogy of these shows. So I don't know, maybe I'll watch Agatha All Along so I can watch Vision Quest. I don't know. But Lanterns looks particularly good. I do really like how they've got fucking Nathan Fillion playing the Guy Gardner Green Lantern with the bad haircut, because that was always really funny in the comics, that particular version of Green Lantern with a really fucking shit haircut. And they've gone with that. Like, he was in the Superman movie. And he's in Lanterns. I assume they're going to do another Justice League movie, but with different characters to the Snyderverse. Because they kept up a running joke that Guy Gardner wanted to call their group the Justice Gang. So a new season of Rookie. He's a rookie in another city again. That's fun. I've only seen clips of the Rookie on YouTube. I've never actually watched it. But I'm a bit of a Nathan Fillion fan. And I pointed it to Mrs. Angry, like, do you want to watch this? And she was just like, no. But sometimes, you know, I gotta just say to her, we're just watching this show, okay? Watch an episode, and if you don't like it, that's it. But at least half a dozen times when I've suggested something and she's gone, I said, you know what? I'm just playing it. And she's been really into it, and we've watched however many seasons exist. But yeah, if we ever watch something together and she just goes like, the one thing she goes, I don't care what happens to anyone in that show. And that is a legit good reason to stop watching something. If you watch something and give it a chance and go, yeah, I'm not into it. I don't give a fuck what happens to any of these characters. I think that's a really good way to establish that show hasn't reached you and there's not a lot of value in watching any more of it. Because that's what they've got to do, whether it's drama or comedy or action or whatever. They've got to make you care about what happens to the characters. So if they do all this setup and stuff and you just don't give a shit what happens to anyone in the show or the movie, it isn't really worth watching anymore. But you know, I also don't stress too much about it because it's like there are so many shows. There is way too much stuff to watch. So if you give something a go and you're not super into it, it's like, yep, fine, moving along. Like, I started watching the new season of Reacher just because I find it really funny. Like, Reacher is regularly intentionally funny, but it's also unintentionally funny quite often because it's so, it's just so impassioned and intense. It's like, oh my God, fucking chill out, whatever. But also Alan Richardson. I just really like Alan Richardson. I think he's a good performer. He's fun. And also in real life, he seems like a good person. Like he's this huge guy and he's been really open about his struggles with anxiety. And I think that's really valuable when someone who is a big, tough He-Man, like the guy's fucking huge. He's a big, tough He-Man, and he's a successful star and all these things. But then he opens up and said he's had real struggles with anxiety and other mental health challenges. I think that's potentially really valuable for people who maybe feel alone and isolated and go, well, wait, Alan Richardson has challenges? Oh, I always thought I sucked because I was having problems. But if he has problems, then maybe I shouldn't be so hard on myself. Is Sam Pang? No, Sam Pang's like fucking 20 years younger than me, Safa. Not that I like give a shit about Logies or whatever, but let's go. It's a little win for multicultural Australia. Sam Pang. How old is Sam Pang? Australian comedian and host. No, he's okay. Oh, he's 52. So honestly, he's in my cadre. He's Gen X. And he's been married since 2000 to Adriana Pesavento. All right, Sam Pang's like 10 years older than I thought he was. Oh, God, that was a sad story this week, wasn't it? Hayden Penitentiary. Yeah. Another good message for people who think fame and attention will make them happy. Yeah, that is sad and unfortunate. The stresses of being in the public eye can literally kill you. Oh, she's a celeb actor. She actually was in some good stuff. She was only in her 30s. But yes, she died this week, and it seems like it's anxiety and or depression. Heroes was one of her big ones. Yeah, she was the cheerleader. Save the cheerleader, save the world. But she did other stuff since then as well, because that was a while ago, Heroes. But yeah, oof. Little message for people who crave fame and attention. The fame machine can literally kill you. It is. No, it's awful. She had a 10-year-old kid. It's fucking shit. It's always like whenever it's talk about difficulty celebrities face, and people go, oh, world's smallest violin. And yes, they have privilege, they have money and whatnot, but they don't get to lead normal lives. And the whole system of fucking fame and whatnot can literally kill you. Yeah. It's just unpleasant. But, you can't, it's not the sort of thing you can pretend doesn't happen either. Oh, yes, she did the voice of the Ant Princess in Bug's Life. Yeah, she did a bunch of stuff, but it's just like, ugh. Life is tough, no matter who you are. It's different sorts of tough. And yes, if I had to choose rich, famous person tough versus exploited, worked to death, third world worker tough, I'm going to choose rich, famous, tough. But there's not really a lot of point in, comparing or rating suffering. It's just like shit is difficult for people in different ways. But yes, if I'm being super honest, I have less sympathy for rich, privileged people who are dealing with extremely challenging situations. But I do completely acknowledge it is definitely possible for rich, privileged people to have challenging and life-threatening scenarios that they have to deal with. Live stuff unless you're dating cat datings. Oh God, I kind of know who that is, but I can't. Okay, who is Cat Dennings? Oh, her. Yes, she's in the Marvel stuff, isn't she? Well, she started off in Two Broke Girls. She had a Marvel character, didn't she? Like, I'm literally thinking she was in the Thor movies. Yes. No, I was right. I looked up. She's in the Thor movies. And WandaVision. Yeah, no, she's good. I love Ray's. You've just stumbled in to tell us how tired you are. You've been working hard, man. Heidi, oh God, the Marvel movie coming out at Christmas, Doomsday, it's got fucking everyone in it. They must all have like 5 minutes of screen time. It's got the Fantastic Four and the Avengers and X-Men. My God. Like, if that movie works, it'll be a hell of an accomplishment. Because, Jesus Christ, they are jamming so much into it. Like, feels like there's like 40 recognizable characters in it. It's like, how do you squeeze them all in? Raise, it's not even from work. You are trapped watching clips last night. Oh no, you spent oh God, instead of sleeping, you were on a fucking script just watching clips all the time. My God. Honey, the X-Men are in Doomsday. I don't think there's an X-Men movie coming out, but there are X-Men in Doomsday. Yeah, Charlie, that's what it feels like. Famous people not even getting on. I think maybe 5 minutes of screen time, maybe. Oh God, Ray's doom scrolled yourself into the depths of hell. That's a bad trap to get into, but so easy for it to happen. Oh, Heine, yeah, no, the plot. But seriously, there are so many characters in Doomsday. It's ridiculous. Like, they're bringing back Chris Evans as Captain America, which is, should have been impossible. Okay, Rays, you've got a knock joke. Knock. Who's there? Again, with a delay between when you type something, when I see it, when I say something, and then when you hear what I said, so then you type a response to what I said, is not really gonna flow. Okay, Knock, knock, who's there? Boo, boo, hoo. I feel like a 6-year-old just told me that one, Rays. Don't cry, it's anything. That is legit the joke a 6-year-old would tell me, and I love it. Oh my god. So I don't think the Avengers movie is going to get me to go into the cinemas again, but I think Dune Part 3 might. Because this year, Project Hail Mary got me to go to a cinema. And previous to that, Dune Part 2 was the last thing that got me to go to cinema. Because COVID just made me not want to go to cinemas, basically. Oh, actually, I want to look up. Okay, I have way too many fucking tabs open here. Let me go. What are we talking about? IMAX Melbourne. Because I heard like the Odyssey was booked out till the end of September or something. View showtimes for the Odyssey. Okay. Ooh, warnings about don't get tickets from resellers because they're not real tickets. Okay, so tomorrow, Wednesday, 13th August. Sold out. Jesus, guys, why don't you just tell me when the next fucking available one is? 21st September. 12:20 sold out, 9:35. Jesus, sold out a month in advance. Monday, 28th September. Holy shit, they're fucking selling out a month and a half ahead. Damn, I don't know. Maybe I'll still go to see the Odyssey in IMAX because it's going to be running for a fucking while. Avengers is played out, you reckon, Rays? Imagine how much property insurance went up with Thanos. Yes, who cleans up Spider-Man spiderwebs all over Manhattan? Sticky things everywhere. But okay, but that's another hit one this year. Like, you know, movies are back. We've had indie hits with Backrooms and Obsession. We've had high-end arty hits with the Odyssey. We've had popcorn movie hit with Spider-Man. Big year for movies. Saf, why are you asking if I have the washing machine on? Can you hear noises? It's probably just the fan in this laptop whining. Ray's just going to watch it on Disney Plus. You want a Warriors remake? Actually, that would be kind of funny. Warriors, come out to play. Yeah. Yeah, who knows? Maybe I will still see the Odyssey in a cinema. 3 fucking hours, though. Jesus. But also, I don't know, Dune Part 3 is probably over 2 hours. So you reckon you can hear the laptop noise? The classic, Rays, is Safra, is your fridge running? Abigail, according to law, Spider-Man's webs dissolve after a while. They're biodegradable. Just as well. Otherwise, there'd be lots of gross, sticky things around Manhattan. But of course, in the movies, particularly, I don't know about the comics, but in the movie incarnations, there's been a couple of variations. A couple of the Peter Parkers have created a synthetic thing for the web, but some have it actually shoots out of their body. It's something they excrete. So if you have headphones on, the fan in this laptop has occasionally been quite loud. It's quiet at the moment, but when you were asking, the fan in the laptop was actually being pretty loud. So, Safa, you maybe have, sorry, Raze, we maybe have to be a bit older than Safa to be in the prank call thing. Charlie, you're signed up to a lot of movie groups. If you don't see a movie in the first week, you get spoilers. Yeah, fair enough. I go to see movies on my own sometimes, particularly because like there's a IMAX in Carlton, so I'll go into the office and I'm just like, oh, yeah, you're not going to see me for 2 hours. Although I think I haven't done that for a while. I think the last time might have been Civil War, the A24 film, which I did really like. There was just one really stupid bit towards the end. And there's also one contrived bit in the middle. There's this one bit. I'm sitting in IMAX, huge fucking screen, huge fucking sound system. And there's this one bit where all the characters are having a quiet night in their RV in like a parking lot of a shopping mall. And it's very quiet and they're having deep conversations. And while it's really quiet, I was just sitting there going, this is going to smash cut to something really loud. I thought because that's really obvious and cliched to jar us out of this quiet, reflective thing with something incredibly loud. And yeah, it was a smash cut to really loud gunfire. And I was like, yeah, okay. I didn't hate it, but it was really cliche and predictable. So for anyone, IMAX, but Melbourne IMAX, I think, is regarded as kind of the best one in the Southern Hemisphere. I could be wrong about that, but I feel like I read that somewhere. Ooh, who likes cinema popcorn? I do not usually get it, but sometimes now when you go to the upmarket Hoyts or Village, you actually get some popcorn in the ticket price. Ray's nick-knocking. What is that? That's like ding dong dash. Is that when you knock on someone's door or ring their doorbell really late at night and run away? A thing I have done. Safi, you read about a guy in California flew to Melbourne to watch the Odyssey, knock and run. Yeah, I thought that's what you were saying, Rays. But there are a couple of cinemas, very specialized cinemas, that show films in a way you can't see anywhere else. Like I've said it multiple times, but Ryan Coogler, the director of Sinners and other things, I fucking love him because he's such a fucking nerd. And he had a great video on YouTube where he's explaining the different ways you could see Sinners, and there were some special ones that it was only between 1 and 4 cinemas in the entire world where you could see it this particular way. It's freaking wild. I love the way you phrase that, Rays. Slam it like you're the police, then hit the Harold Holtz watching from a bush. Yeah, to be 18. I did it when I was at school. So yeah. Charlie, someone, you might be naughty and bring a can of drink, packet of chips in with you. Yeah, I mean, no one in Australia really gives a shit about you taking your own snacks into the movie. They make a thing like it's a big deal in America, but no one really gives a shit if you do it in Australia. Like no one's ever accosted me. And I've been super obvious. Like I've had a shopping bag with me and it's had like, you know, chips and chocolate and a drink in it. And they've never given a shit. But also they don't actually have any sort of legal right to say, what's in your bags? Like, fuck off, dickhead. I just had flashbacks to Cloverfield with that really jarring camera work set off some people's motion sickness. Did a little bit to me, but when we were going to see it, this poor frickin' cinema staff were cleaning up some vomit. Like someone had clearly run out of the cinema and got just outside the cinema doors, and they've thrown up in the hallway on the carpet, and someone was cleaning. Ray, you reckon they've got a legal right to ask and refuse if not shown? You know, they can't hold you. My point is no one's ever given a shit. No one has ever asked me. Like I've literally gone in, I've got a shopping bag. And you're in a shopping mall, so it could be anything. No one's ever asked me, though. So are you talking about in terms of shaky handheld, Charlie? Cloverfield was bad, but Quantum of Solace was terrible. I don't even remember Quantum of Solace very well, just that it was not a great film. Charlie, you're going with a backpack. I do get a bit of vertigo sometimes, like motion sickness. I did get a little bit with Cloverfield, but not much. But some like first-person shooters, I can't really play because I'll start playing them and I start to get motion sickness. It's like, oh no, I've got to stop before I get actually sick. Yeah, I'm with you, Charlie. You take stuff in a bag and just be quiet till the trailers start. Rays, you are correct. It's private property, so they can do whatever. My experience has been they don't give a shit. Oh, yeah. When the Val Morgan promo runs, it's so loud. That's when you open your packet of chips. Yeah. 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 My experience has just been they don't fucking care. They do not give a shit. Although I have to admit, I love the ones you go to, the special ones where you can order food. And it just gets delivered to you while you're watching the movie. I quite like that. You know, gold class at Village or whatever, at Hoyts or whatever. Bringing you in food and go, num, 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 num. I'm getting foods. Charlie, you're not going past the candy bar holding up a bottle of sour going, fuck you, suckers. I've never smuggled booze into a cinema. And yeah, don't put your feet up. Yeah. Oh, people who take their fucking shoes off. And then I've literally had someone put a foot, and I was like, fuck off. Are we going to take all kind of stuff into cinemas? Yeah, they just don't care. Hot takeout. That's a fun one. But yeah, my experience has been consistently the cinema staff don't give a shit. They don't check your bags. They just don't fucking care. It's just like, don't be a dickhead about it. But yeah, I don't think Spider-Man, no matter how well well reviewed Spider-Man is, I don't think it's getting me to go into a cinema. The Odyssey still might. Like, it's all booked out for months still. And June Part 3 might. I don't think the Avengers Doomsday is going to get me to go there. Oh, Raze, that's the best. Order a DoorDash. Order a DoorDash to get delivered to you halfway through the movie. Oh, my God. That's friggin' awesome. Abigail, you have smuggled booze in. Takes you across there. I've legit had someone put their feet up between things. It's like, fuck off. What are you doing? I won't be shy. If someone does something that impinges on my space, I will quite aggressively tell them to fuck off. Safa with the Hollywood gossip. Zendaya's not happy with her Tom Holland husband. A, I haven't heard that. B, I don't really care about that level of gossip. But it's certainly not something I've heard. Safa, if I tell someone to fuck off, they fuck off. Like this is going back a really long time, like 20 years plus, like when mobile phones made beeps, like, because it was like not even digital, it was probably analog phones. And I was in a cinema once and there were some lads 2 rows behind me, and there was this quiet bit. It was like beep, 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 and it was going really slowly. And I was sitting there going, is someone making a call on their phone? And then this fucker started talking. And I looked back, and this cunt's like in his seat going, and I just went, what the fuck are you doing? And they were all really sort of surprised that I was that confronting. And I was like, hang that up, you piece of shit. And he's like, oh. And I went, no, fuck you. Hang up now or get the fuck out. And he's like, and it was like, there was 6 of these dudes and they could have monstered me anyway. But it's just because I just went just full on in their face, like, fuck you. What the fuck are you doing? And I cowed them. It was funny, but it was ridiculous. Sorry, what was the one thing that made you feel bad? Getting a DoorDash to a cinema? Is that what you're saying? Oh, no, honey, this was literally like 20 plus years ago. So they would have been young millennials. But it was like, you know how the old analog phones, they made the beep for as long as you held the button. And he had the volume turned right down, but it was like beep, beep, beep. And I was just like, God damn. Abigail, you want to try DoorDash into it? It's genuinely funny. I think it is a genuinely funny thing to try. Raise, most people are genuinely afraid of confrontation. And the time to call out crap, morons who's so brazen and weak. Yeah, it's people think they're getting thing, and when they get called, they back off. Absolutely. So if you're in smartwatches annoying cinemas, okay. So I don't go to cinemas enough to see that. Oh no, Abigail, you want to tell someone off like I did? Okay. Yeah, no, it was, I literally could not believe this guy would actually make a call from a cinema. It was bad enough you used to have things where people would answer their phone in a cinema. This fucker was making a call, and I just lost it. And I just went in, and it was like a group, and there was at least 6 of them. And they could easily have monstered me, but I was just like, what the fuck are you doing? And he tried to play it off, and I went, no, hang up now. Hang up right fucking now or get out. And like, no. I don't know. It's just this one angry guy made the thing. Safa, I don't know shit about smartwatches, Safa, so I couldn't possibly give you an answer about how they work. Last smartwatch I had was a Pebble, which I quite liked. But if you know Pebbles, you know that was a very long time ago. Oh no, they stayed in their seat, the guy I yelled at, but they hung up the phone. It's just like, fuck you, man. What the fuck are you doing? It's like people who play sound in their mobile phone speaker on public transport. And it's just like, what the fuck? Like, you have headphones or you have earbuds or something. What the fuck is wrong with you? Do you not know that everyone in this train carriage fucking hates you? Like, I had some guy, God, he was maybe in his early 20s. He was very young. But he was sitting there with his phone and he's playing through the speaker, and I was just kind of ignoring him. And but then he turned it up, and I just was like, "Oh, dude, come on!" And then he made a big song and dance, and he's going like, "Oh, well, I'm going to get off at this stop, so you'll be okay." And I went, "It will be much better when you get off." And he called me a fat cunt. And I said, "Yeah, well, you're an obnoxious cunt. If I gave a shit, I'd go on a diet. I think you're probably going to fucking suck your whole life." And he did this really not, okay, it was weird, but it's also something I've seen many times. Like, when he got off, like, I did not want a physical confrontation. But he was being weird. And it's when he get off, he was doing stuff through the windows of the train. And I was just like, dude, everyone in the fucking carriage hated you. Okay. Everyone on the carriage just thought you were a fucking piece of shit. Okay, saying smartwatches ding and light up and whatever. Yeah, no. Charlie, you want to play Snake on an old phone? Also, there were some Nokias that had a more advanced graphical version of Snake, but I did really like Snake on the old analog phones. It was so simple but fun. Oh god, now I want to see what versions of Snake can I get for an iPhone. Just going to go, let's go to the App Store. How many versions of Snake can we get? Let's have a look. Oh, suggested Temu. Snake Escape, Tap Away. Snake Clash. Snake Puzzle. Snake IO. Oh, yeah, there's one that is recreating it on a Nokia. Yeah, predictably there are a million, but there are several emulating the classic analog phone version. I might actually get one of them. Who knows? We don't need Nokias anymore. Okay, the other all-time classic, comparatively low-tech, lo-fi that I like is Tetris. I really like the original classic Tetris. And there are a whole bunch of variations and improvements on Tetris. But the classic, like I had the Game Boy Tetris Classic, I really liked. I got all the bonus animate. Eventually, I won so many levels of Tetris, I got all the bonus animations of spaceships lifting off and whatnot. Whereas you think phones have become far too important. Yeah, I mean, you miss the excitement of an unknown number calling. Man, back in the day, you made arrangements with your friends. Like, okay, we're going to meet and go here. And if people miss the time, and there's a million legitimate reasons you could miss the meeting point, that was it. You were fucked. It was blind luck if you ran into your friends because you couldn't fucking call them. Like, it'd be the whole, we're going to meet on town hall steps at 8, and then we're going to go through. And you might wait a while for someone, but if you missed them, that was it. You had no idea where anyone was. You had no idea how to reach them. It was just the wild fucking unknown. There's nothing like getting a call on the white Telstra phone with the big button. Curly cord, not sure, but it could be anything. Charlie, I don't miss it. I actually really like being able to message people and adapt plans and whatnot. But it was the real thing back in the day. You would ahead of time make plans. We're all going to meet here at this time, and if someone didn't make it, it's like, you didn't fucking make it, and you had no idea why they didn't make it. Could be so many reasons why they didn't make it, and you had no idea. Okay, I feel like I haven't drunk alcohol for a little while. Drink some water. We'll have a go to bed 15th time using it. There we go. We'll have a go to bed breathalyzer reading. I don't think it's going to be that high. I don't feel that drunk. But I am intrigued as to what it's going to say. Let's fucking go. Was I want to raise it? Have your parents calling ahead of a group of kids trying to catch them in the next house? 15 blocks. Yeah. Yes, when you're trying to pick up more people from the crew. Still thinking. 0.05. I think that's accurate. Because I wouldn't drive now. It would be bad and irresponsible to drive now. All right, I'm going to rinse this with a little bit more cure. I'm going to make some more of this tomorrow because I made some more syrup. Barrel age it for a week or so. And yes, Thursday I'll be back, Safa. Hi, do you miss waiting at public places, being there for 1 or 2? Yeah, the meeting people at places, like when I was in Sydney, it was town hall steps. You meet on town hall steps. Melbourne, you maybe meet at Flinders Street or Fed Square or something. Oh, man. All right. Now I'm just going to think the rest of the week. Do I buy some more bottles of that cheap whiskey? Maybe. Torn between it's too good a bargain to pass up, and I should stop buying things. But seriously, high-end whiskey, cheaper than cheap whiskey, I'd be a fool not to get it. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what mood I am. It's payday tomorrow. When I pay off my credit card, see how much I've got. Maybe I'll go, look at all that fucking money I've got. I've got to go and spend some of it. Maybe we do all things. Flinders Street, McDonald's and Elizabeth, time zone. There were so many meeting places. All right, you'll take care. I will see you on Thursday, if we're up for it. And we'll see what goes down on Thursday, the Thunder's God's Day. But I'm going to go because I got to pee. So I'll take care and I'll say bye for now. Bye.
You are totally fucked!